kids? It's me again, Josh. Once again, this is going to be another fabulously satirical, sexy son of a bitch episode of The Bible. And me, that sexy, satirical son of a bitch, the atheist. And this is my point of view. Now, let's see. Where did we leave off today? Yesterday. What the fuck ever. Yeah, I think it was at 29. 29. Genesis. Oh boy. Anyways, before I even go on, yep, you got it. Yeah, you've been following, huh? Alright. Yeah, one more run with the pole. Okay. Now, verse 1. Oh, but before I go on to that, this is a paraphrase. Jacob arrives in Paddan Aram. Some fucked up name for a city. Then Jacob continued on his journey and came to the land of the eastern peoples, Asians. Verse 2, there he saw a well in the field with 3 flocks of sheep lying near it because the flocks were watered from that well. Or so he assumes. The stone over the mouth of the well was large. Like more than he could probably pick up, huh? Okay, where was it? Oh yeah, verse 3. When all the flocks were gathered there, the shepherds would roll the stone away from the well's mouth and water the sheep. Then they would return the stone to its place over the mouth of the well. Congratulations, you now have a little bit of description of a shepherd's job description. Alright, verse 4. Jacob asked the shepherds, my brothers, where are you from? Dude, where are you from? Who's already picking up on them? Verse 5, we're from Haran, he replied. Haran. And I ran so far away. Oh, that's funny. Yeah, verse 5, he said to them, do you know Laban, Nahor, his grandson? Yes, we know him, they answered. Then Jacob asked them, is he well? Is he well with a well? Yes, he is, they said. And here comes his daughter Rachel with the sheep. Verse 7, look, he said, the sun is too high. It is not time for the flocks to be gathered. Water the sheep and take them back to pasture. Alright. Verse, we can't, he replied, until all the flocks are gathered and the stone has been rolled away from the mouth of the well. Then will we water the sheep. I'm glad this is a relevant story to the Bible. Verse 9. Whoa, he was still talking with them. Rachel came with her father's sheep, for she was a shepherd. Well, all right then, that's probably the most likely job description of a woman back then, besides a whore. Lord. Verse 10, when Jacob saw Rachel's daughter of Laban, his mother's brother, and Laban's sheep, he went over and rolled the stone away from the mouth of the well and watered his uncle's sheep. Verse 11, then Jacob kissed Rachel, no tongue, because that wouldn't be dirty and incestful enough, and began to weep out loud. Boy, she must have had some really bad breath or just did not know how to kiss. He had told Rachel that he was the relative of her father and the son of Rebekah. So she ran and told her father. I don't get it. You lost as I am? Okay, good. I'm glad we're all on the same page. Verse 13, as soon as Laban heard the news about Jacob, his sister's son, he hurried to meet him. He embraced him and kissed him and brought him to his home. Probably felt him up and all that shit and boned him over and bent him over to the sheep. And there Jacob told him all these things. Verse 14, then Laban said to him, you are my own flesh and blood. Alright, next paraphrase. Jacob marries Leah and Rachel. Rachel. After Jacob had stayed with him for a whole month, Laban said to him, just because you're a relative of mine, should you work for me for nothing? Tell me what your wages should be. Damn right, I want a minimum wage count here too, just because you live with you. Fine. Now Laban had 2 daughters. The name of the older was Leah, and the name of the younger was Rachel. I'm sure if any of you have seen Pet Sematary. Rachel. Okay, there you go. I've seen it all. Verse 17, Leah had weak eyes, but Rachel was lovely in form and beautiful. She had weak eyes. I didn't know that was actually something that people look down upon, I look more about how fat they are or how much their tits sag to their knees. Oh, God, dude, her eyes are fucking weak, man. Ew. Weak-eyed bitch. Yeah, weak-eyed skank. Where was I? Oh, yeah. Yeah, Leah had weak eyes, but Rachel was lovely in form and beautiful. Go fucking figure. Come on. Rachel was in love with him. Jacob was in love with Rachel and said, I'll work for you 7 years in return for your younger daughter Rachel. Damn right, let's barter with the women. Ha! Who needs money, right? Verse 19, and Jacob said to Laban, give me my wife. My time is completed and I want to lie with her. I want to bone her down. So, verse 22, so Laban brought together all the people of the place and gave a feast. But when evening came, he took his daughter Leah and gave her to Jacob, and Jacob lay with her. Leah, you got no choice. He's yours. Don't you know? This is the Bible. Your property now. Okay. Verse 23, but when evening came, she took his daughter, Leah, and gave her to Jacob, and Jacob lay with her. I mean, he boned her down. He fucked her good and hard, really good. Card holder. And Laban gave his servant girl, Zilpah, what a name, to his daughter as her maidservant. Slaves and women bartering. Oh, you gotta love the biblical times. Verse 25, when morning came, there was Leah. So Jacob said to Laban, what is this you have done to me? I have served you for Rachel, didn't I? Why have you deceived me? Also, he gives up the wrong daughter. That's funny. Laban replied, it is not our custom here to give you the younger daughter in marriage before the older one. You gotta take the older one first, dude. It's like food, man. You want to drink the old milk first before you drink the new milk. Gotta, marry out the older daughter, because she's a whole whopping 17 by now. Finish this daughter's bridal week, and we will give you the younger one also. All right, but look at me, fucking A. In return for another 7 years of work. So he gets both of them. 7 years. Oh, I gotta work 7 years? Well, they better fuck good for that type of work. Alright, and verse 28, and Jacob did so. He finished out the week with Leah. Then Laban gave him his daughter Rachel to be his wife. Laban gave his servant girl Bilhah to his daughter Rachel as her maidservant. Jacob lay with Rachel also, and he loved Rachel more than he loved Leah, and he worked for Laban another 7 years. Come on, polygamy and throw him in the mix. Three-way, baby. Oh, yeah! Next paraphrase, Jacob's children. Because he had 2 wives, and he's going to have a bunch of kids. Oh, boy. When the Lord, verse 31, when the Lord saw Leah was not loved, he opened their womb. Oh, God. God, you're a fucking sick fuck. But Rachel was barren. He just opened her womb. I'm amazed she's not only barren, but she's been filleted. Leah became pregnant and gave birth to a son. She named him Reuben. Reuben. For she said, it is because the Lord has seen my misery. Surely my husband will love me now. Surely. Or at least, every other day of the week. Verse 33, he conceived again, but when she gave birth to a son, she said, because the Lord heard that I am not loved, he gave me this one too. So she named him Simeon, or Simon. That still sounds like Simeon. Verse 34, again she conceived, and when she gave birth to a son, she said, now that my husband will become attached to me, because I have borne. You can't even spell born right. B-O-R-N-E. Born him 3 sons. That's got to be a typo. So, he was named Levi. Well, we got a regular name, I guess. At least. Okay, yep. Genes are biblical. Keep this in mind. Verse 35, she conceived again, and when she gave birth to a son, she said, this time I will praise the Lord. So she named him Judah. And she stopped having children. Well, there you have it. My help. She stopped having children. Just like that. Thanks, God. Deflator, later ovaries and uterus and all that shit. Oh, fuck. Oh, come on. You gotta know this is entertaining. By the way, I do welcome all the trolls. I think your comments are funny. And before I end right here, I want to plug a little friend of mine. His name's Brian Staker. And he has a little podcast called The Awkward Hour. Because what can I say? even living with Christians as stupid as retarded as they are, is awkward. But I like his little podcast, and I welcome you to check it out. You can find his link on Facebook. Just search The Awkward Hour. Yeah, the search bar up above. You know what that search? Yeah, type in The Awkward Hour. You just might find me in there. Anyway, kids, once again, this has been a Bible and an atheist